Plane spotters, I mean, that's all of the above for plane spotters, isn't it? They're usually a pretty dedicated bunch with cameras and big lenses and tripods, ladders, chairs, warm clothes, and these days, live streaming capabilities. So even if you love watching planes but you can't get to an airport or there's an airport far away that you're really interested in, these live streaming capabilities, they're pretty great. InPlaneSight is a group for the plane lovers of Adelaide and beyond. And on any given day, you'll find them at Adelaide Airport watching the flights in and out, in and out. Mark Spence is from that group and is usually behind the live streaming camera. Mark, what is it about planes that you find so fascinating?
Yeah, hi, Joe. Yeah, where do you start? Well, it's just amazing. It's the quickest way to get around the world. Big, amazing machines that can fly.
When did your fascination begin?
Oh, very young age. Started with helicopters, actually, military planes, air shows as I was a younger person, and just developed into a bit of a hobby, and the cameras got bigger and the gear got bigger, and then, like you just said, you can now stream around the world, and we have a lot of people that do tune in from around the world to watch our stream.
Well, actually, so did you have parents that would take you all over the place, Mark, for your obsession when you were a kid?
Yeah, we had there used to be the Edinburgh air shows back in the day. Definitely went to those. Airports when we were seeing people off. But yeah, definitely I was taken out a few times to do some spotting.
Well, it's another avid airplane spotter that got in contact with us saying, my son is heavily obsessed with plane watching at the moment, and we spent rather a lot of time in deck chairs next to the Adelaide Airport runway during the school holidays. Now, this is a good mum, in my view.
Yes.
And last night he came across a team of YouTubers he follows who are broadcasting live from the Adelaide Airport. And he is right now your number one fan. So tell me about your live stream. What exactly are you doing? How much effort goes into it?
A lot of effort goes in behind the scenes. So Pete, the other half, he's our tech guy. He does all the tech stuff, all the preloading stuff. I do a lot of the talking and hopefully the information, and away we go. It's just a hobby for us. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We like to share the knowledge and, like you say, show what we do to people that can't get out. People that do like planes, but can't make it to the port. And like the young spotter you're talking about that I met last night, we get quite a few of them come out with mum and dad and say, these guys, we love you. We watch every stream. He's so honoured to meet you. And
oh my gosh, you're a plane spotting celebrity, Mark.
Yeah, a little bit. We're there for the people. Like I said, we do it because we enjoy it, and if someone else can enjoy it, it just makes us even happier.
Well, they love it, Mark. You're hearing here from Mark Spence from InPlaneSight Plane Spotting Group, and you mentioned some of the gear you've got. Take us through some of the tech. Yeah,
again, that's Pete's side, but we've got a pretty decent. We started off 2 years ago. We started off with just a Sony Handycam on a small the flimsy little tripod. Now we've got the full kit and caboodle with the proper Sony camera and the big zoom lens and all the audio and all the internet stuff required to go live.
Oh my gosh! And you're the narrator in part, are you, Mark?
Yeah, pretty much. I, as you said, grab the chair and sit back, and that's me. And I like to do the I call it the social media stuff, the chatting to the people that come along to see the stream, and I enjoy chatting to the next era of plane spotters.
Do you have any sense of just how many people are tuning in for your live feed?
We've just hit 9,000 subscribers on YouTube, so we're doing okay.
Well, that's pretty great for subscribers. You'd have even more who are just watching for the love of it.
Yeah, correct. So, depending on the day, the time of the week, the planes that are coming in, that is a big thing to do about how many people actually do tune in. But, you can have 300, 400, 500 people watching at any one time.
Well, this is a roaring success, Mark. You should be really happy with that. And
we are very proud. We are happy with what we're doing. Like I said, we don't take it seriously in the fact that we're there to have fun, show you a few planes, and people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. You're hearing here from Mark Spence from InPlaneSight on 891 ABC Adelaide. I'm Jo Laverty. It's 20 to 1. And Mark, we are about to speak to the captain of one of the first Project Sunrise flights.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
you were airside at Melbourne Airport.
I was.
Can you tell me what that was like, what the flight was, what you were watching, what that experience was like?
It was crazy. Melbourne Airport pulled out all the stops for the spotters that were lucky enough to go airside, so I cannot thank them enough. Melbourne Flyer are our good friends in Melbourne that do live streams from Melbourne. They sort of had the opportunity for me to go airside for the arrival. Yeah, so we jumped in the bus. We actually spoke to, it may be the same captain you're talking about, where we had a captain speak to us about long haul, explain the new plane to us, the new A350-1000 ultra long range, the Project Sunrise plane, the extra fuel tank that's inboard, and all the system testings that we're doing in this test flight from Toulouse in France to Melbourne. So very exciting, very informative. And then, we jumped on the bus, found a couple of different spots, and then we found our spot for the arrival of the plane, and it touched down perfectly 50 metres in front of us, and we're literally right next to the runway as it touched down, taxied past, taxied to the gate. So you can't knock that. It was an amazing experience. As a plane enthusiast and plane spotter, that was probably right up there, one of the best things I've done with a plane.
Goodness me. Did you say 50 metres?
Yeah, we were about 50 metres from it.
That
literally
sounds
on the
dangerously
side
close.
of the runway. It was not that dangerously close, but we were not that far from it.
And you said Melbourne, they pulled out all stops to make sure that
Melbourne Airport were amazing.
They're very good, are they?
They really look after their spotters, and cannot thank them enough. What they did on the day was phenomenal. And we were out there for 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we got to do a few other planey things while we were airside.
That's pretty good. Is Adelaide accommodating?
They have been. We were lucky enough to be airside for the United Airlines arrival back in December, the first direct flight from San Francisco to Adelaide. And Adelaide Airport were good where they did take us airside. It was only a short little airside visit, but we did manage to do a live stream of that. But they don't seem to have the time for the spotters like some of the other airports do. Like Brisbane's just built a beautiful new plane spotting like hill mound where families can go and watch the planes, and us plane spotters can take photos. And so there is definitely room for improvement here in Adelaide.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was a few months ago we spoke to some plane spotters who were saying it's really hard to get an unobstructed view of the runway, and they were really hoping that Adelaide Airport might come to the party and provide a little bit of better platforms and accessibility and so on. Actually, I've got this text that's just come through on 0467 922 891. Plane spotting, and it's too bad that the Adelaide Airport Authority has alienated so much of the airport precinct with yellow lines and no stopping, no parking zones. Mean bastards, says his text. Okay.
That's what the text says.
That's what the text says. That's right. And Jeff has given me a call from Somerton. So you've seen a pretty great plane, have you, Jeff?
I happened to be in Tullamarine when Concorde landed the one and only time.
Wow.
What was that like for you then, Jeff?
Well, I was catching a plane. You got to realise, I was only 13, and little Instamatic 110 camera, and I captured the paper dart just before it landed.
Were you really into planes, Jeff? Is that why you were there?
No, I was catching a plane to Brisbane.
Did it give you a lifelong love of planes, Jeff?
Well, sort of. My dumbass brother-in-law is restoring a old Oster.
Did you call him a dumbass? All right, I won't go down the rabbit hole of what's wrong with your brother-in-law, Jeff.
Well, this is restoring an old aeroplane from the World War II, observation aeroplane.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is coming from a gentleman in his late 70s.
Yes.
And double amputee below the knee.
What a legend.
Yeah, well, that's why I call him a...
Jeff, that is great. Great stories. Thank you very much, Jeff. Mark, what's on your bucket list plane? What would you love to see?
Oh, yeah. A couple aren't flying anymore. Concorde.
Yeah.
Just mentioned the paper dart. I have been on one and stood under one drinking champagne in Manchester in England, but to see one fly again will probably never happen, and that would be really, really nice. The space shuttle, again, not going to see that one fly. But yeah, 747, the Queen of the Sky, anytime you see one of them, it's still special.
Very good to speak with you, Mark. Thank you. Mark Spence, who is from the InPlaneSight plane spotting group, and you can find them on YouTube. You could become one of the many thousands of followers if you like.